Welcome to another episode of Talk and Learn. I'm your host, John, and today we have a super exciting topic for you: how to make your brain think in English. We're so glad you're here.
Hi, everyone. I'm Emily. I'm really excited about today's episode. As many of you know, learning a new language can be a bit tricky, especially when it comes to shifting our thinking from translating to actually thinking directly in English.
Exactly. In today's episode, we'll explore how you can train your brain to naturally think in English, and we'll share some practical tips, real life examples, and resources to help speed up the process.
And of course, we'll also be answering some of your questions from our listeners, so make sure to stick around for that. It's going to be a fun and interactive episode.
Emily, let's dive into the topic by defining what it really means to think in English. A lot of learners face the challenge of constantly translating words from their native language into English. But what if I told you that you can train your brain to think directly in English instead? That's right. You need to understand that learning a language isn't just about memorizing words and rules. It's about changing the way your brain processes and perceives the world. Instead of thinking in your native language, you start to view the world through the lens of English. Once you achieve that, speaking and understanding English becomes so much smoother.
Absolutely. But here's the big question: how do we get started? How do we make the shift from translating to actually thinking in English?
The answer is immersion. When we talk about immersion, we're not just talking about sitting in a classroom. It means surrounding yourself with English in all aspects of your life.
Exactly. Listen to English podcasts, watch movies and TV shows in English, read books and articles in English. The more exposure you get to the language, the easier it will be to start thinking in it.
Exactly, and it's not just about consuming the language, it's also about producing it. Try speaking to yourself in English. Yes, it may feel awkward at first, but trust me, it will help you train your brain.
Right. For instance, when you're walking to the store, try narrating what you're doing in English. I'm walking to the store, or I'm picking up some fruits. It sounds small, but it really works.
There are also tools and techniques that can accelerate this process. For instance, language learning apps can be super helpful. We've got many options like Duolingo, Memories, and even AI-powered apps that help you improve your language skills.
Absolutely. And don't forget about conversation practice. Join English learning groups online or talk with native speakers. Speaking regularly is one of the fastest ways to get your brain used to thinking in English.
Exactly. I believe interacting with native speakers is one of the quickest ways to adapt to the language. Remember, mistakes are part of the process, so don't be afraid of making them. Learn from them instead.
At some point, your brain will start to think in English naturally. This doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent practice, your brain will begin to recognize English patterns and sentence structures without the need for translation.
That's true. You'll notice that when you're speaking English, your brain will automatically start to search for words and phrases in English rather than relying on translations from your native language. This process is what makes speaking and understanding English feel more natural.
And the key to all of this is patience. It's about making English a part of your everyday life. The more you expose yourself to it, the more comfortable you'll become.
Now, Emily, let's talk about consistency. How important is it to practice daily?
It's crucial. Learning to think in English is like building a new habit. The more consistent you are, the faster your brain will adapt. Whether it's listening to English audio while commuting or reading an article before bed, those small daily practices add up over time.
Absolutely. It's all about creating an environment where you're constantly surrounded by English. Even if you can only dedicate a few minutes a day, those minutes matter.
Exactly. And even if you're just learning a few new words each day, over time, that vocabulary will build up, and your brain will start recognizing patterns without you even trying.
Let's give our listeners a real life example. I've been practicing thinking in English for a while now. There are moments when I find myself thinking about something in English before I even realize it.
Same here. For example, when I'm planning my day or making a shopping list, I've started to do it in English. It feels so natural now. It's like my brain just switched gears and now I'm automatically processing everything in English.
That's amazing. And it shows how powerful consistent practice can be. If you keep challenging yourself to think in English, eventually it becomes second nature.
So, to wrap up today's episode, remember these key tips. Surround yourself with English, speak to yourself in English, use learning apps, practice regularly, and most importantly, be patient with the process. Your brain will adapt, and thinking in English will become easier with time.
And don't forget, mistakes are part of the journey. Keep learning, keep practicing, and don't get discouraged. You're doing great.
Thanks so much for joining us today. We hope this episode helped you get closer to thinking in English. As always, feel free to reach out with any questions or feedback.
Until next time, keep practicing and keep learning. Bye for now.
Take care, everyone.